And we are at the Mote Science Education Aquarium.
Hello, it's me, Sergio, with Mobility Direct, and today we're doing something a little different. Have you ever skipped a family outing because you knew your body just couldn't keep up? Maybe it was a trip to the aquarium, a theme park, the zoo, or even a day exploring somewhere new with your kids or grandkids. The truth is, mobility challenges don't just make walking more difficult. They can slowly take away opportunities to spend quality time with the people you love. Today we're at Mote Marine Laboratory and Aquarium in Sarasota, Florida to answer a simple question. Can two of our favorite travel mobility devices of 2026 make a full day of family fun comfortable, enjoyable, and completely stress-free? Joining me today is my business partner Andrew, his wife, and their two kids, Apollo and Luna. I also brought my daughter, Addie, and I can't wait to share this adventure with all of you. Now, before we head inside, I have a quick favor to ask. If you're researching a mobility scooter or power wheelchair for yourself or someone you love, don't forget to request our free printed mobility buying guide. It's packed with product comparisons, expert buying advice, and information that can help you choose the right mobility device the first time. Just click the link below this video to request your free copy. And one more thing, somewhere near the end of today's adventure, we're going to hide a secret message on the screen. If you spot it, leave it in the comments below so we know you made it all the way through the video. Now let's head inside. One question I get asked all the time is, Sergio, you're still young. Why do you use a mobility scooter? The answer is actually pretty simple. After 3 knee surgeries, I have permanent damage in one of my knees. On a normal day, I'm perfectly capable of walking. But after about an hour of standing or walking, the pain becomes pretty intense. That's why I love mobility scooters. Instead of spending the day thinking about how much my knee hurts, I get to spend the day focusing on what's actually important, making memories with my daughter, and that's exactly what today is all about. Today I'm riding the Pride Go-Go Endurance Mobility Scooter, while Andrew is using the brand new Golden Cricket LT Power Wheelchair. These are two of my favorite travel mobility devices because they're incredibly portable, comfortable, and designed for people who actually enjoy getting out of the house. Instead of spending today's video talking about every single specification, we're going to show you these products doing what they were designed to do, helping people enjoy life. If you want to see full specs, call the number below and ask one of our non-commissioned sales experts for a product brochure. They'll email you one or text you one. So with that being said, let's go see what Mote Aquarium has to offer. As soon as we walked through the front doors, it didn't take long for the kids to get excited. Addie, Apollo, and Luna immediately started running from exhibit to exhibit, pointing at everything they could find. Watching their excitement reminded me of something. Kids don't care how you got there. They don't care if you're walking, using a mobility scooter, or riding in a power wheelchair. They're just happy you're there with them. And honestly, that's one of the biggest reasons I believe so strongly in mobility equipment. It isn't about the scooter, it isn't about the wheelchair, it's about being present. One of the first exhibits we explored featured colorful tropical fish from coral reefs around the world. The kids couldn't stop pointing at all the different colors swimming through the giant tanks, and it was fun watching them try to name every fish they recognized. As we continued through the aquarium, every corner seemed to have something completely different to discover. One minute we were looking at fascinating creatures hiding among the rocks. The next we found ourselves standing in front of enormous viewing windows filled with marine life. There was always something new waiting around the next corner. One thing I immediately noticed was how easy it was to get around. The wide walkways made navigating both the Go-Go Endurance and the Cricket LT incredibly comfortable, even with plenty of other families enjoying the aquarium alongside us. And that's important. When you're visiting a popular attraction like this, the last thing you want is to feel like you're constantly getting in everyone's way. Both of these mobility devices handled the entire aquarium with ease. Now, I don't want to turn this into a full product review because we've already made dedicated videos covering every detail about both of these models. But I do want to briefly explain why I chose the Go-Go Endurance for today's adventure. One of my favorite features is how portable it is. It quickly disassembles into 5 lightweight pieces, and the heaviest piece weighs only about 35 pounds. That makes it much easier to transport than many full-size mobility scooters without sacrificing comfort once you arrive. It also comes loaded with features like full suspension, Pride's incredibly tight EZ turn technology, a complete LED lighting package, and even a USB charging port, so you can keep your phone charged during a long day like today. If you'd like a complete breakdown of everything this scooter offers, along with our full real-world testing, I'll link both the in-depth review and our torture test video in the description below. For today's video though, I just want you to see it doing exactly what it was designed to do, helping people spend more time making memories instead of worrying about how far they still have left to walk. And judging by the smiles on these kids' faces, I'd say we're off to a pretty good start. As much as I enjoyed riding the Go-Go Endurance today, Andrew had the opportunity to spend the entire afternoon using one of the most exciting new power wheelchairs we've tested this year, the Golden Cricket LT. If you've been following our channel, you've probably heard us talk about this chair quite a bit already. The Cricket LT weighs just 25.8 pounds without the battery, making it one of the lightest folding power wheelchairs currently available. It's built with a carbon fiber frame, folds in just seconds, and is incredibly easy to load into the back of a vehicle. That's exactly why we wanted to bring it here today. This wasn't a controlled product demonstration, this was a real family outing. Exactly the kind of trip many people stop taking because walking long distances becomes difficult. As we continued making our way through the aquarium, we found ourselves surrounded by some incredible exhibits. Watching sharks glide effortlessly through the massive viewing tanks was definitely one of the highlights of the day. The kids stood there completely mesmerized, pointing out every shark that swam by while trying to spot the biggest one in the tank. A little farther along, we came across one of my favorite exhibits, the jellyfish. There's just something calming about watching them float so effortlessly through the water. It almost forces you to slow down for a minute and simply enjoy the moment. That's another thing I love about mobility devices. When you're not exhausted from walking, you actually take the time to appreciate where you are. You're not constantly looking for the nearest bench. You're not wondering how much farther you have to go. You're simply enjoying the experience. And honestly, that's exactly how today felt. Instead of thinking about sore knees or tired legs, we were focused on watching the kids laugh, explore, and discover everything around them. If you're interested in learning everything there is to know about the Cricket LT, we've already produced a complete in-depth review covering every feature along with an extreme torture test where we intentionally took it far beyond what most owners would ever encounter. A lot of people assume that because it's so lightweight, it must only be good on perfectly smooth floors. Our testing showed otherwise. We pushed it across uneven terrain, rough paths, grass, and other challenging surfaces to see what it was truly capable of. If you haven't seen those videos yet, I'll link them in the description below because I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by what this little chair can actually do. Of course, today wasn't about pushing either of these products to their limits. Today was about something much more important, spending time with family, and from the smiles on Addie, Apollo, and Luna's faces, I'd say this day was already a huge success. As the afternoon went on, I found myself paying less attention to the exhibits and more attention to the kids. Watching Addie, Apollo, and Luna laugh together, point at the different sea creatures, and get excited about every new exhibit. Honestly, that's what made this day so special. As parents, there's nothing better than seeing your kids genuinely having fun. Those are the moments you'll remember years from now. They probably won't remember the name of every fish they saw today, or every exhibit we walked through, but they'll remember spending the day together, they'll remember laughing, exploring, and making memories with family, and to me, that's exactly what mobility is all about. People often think mobility scooters and power wheelchairs are simply a way to get from one place to another. I couldn't disagree more. They're tools that help people stay involved in life. They help grandparents keep up with their grandkids. They help parents enjoy a full day at a theme park. They help families take vacations they may have otherwise skipped. And sometimes they simply make it possible to say yes when your family asks if you'd like to come along. That's something you really can't put a price on. One thing I always tell people is this: don't wait until you're completely homebound before you consider a mobility device. If walking long distances keeps you from enjoying the things you love, or if you're constantly cutting family outings short because you're in pain, a mobility scooter or power wheelchair can completely change the way you experience those moments. For me, it's the difference between spending the day thinking about my knee or spending the day making memories with my daughter. I'll choose the memories every single time. By the way, if you've made it this far into the video, don't forget we're going to flash that hidden message on the screen before we wrap things up. Keep watching because it's coming up soon. And while we're talking about making memories, I also want to take a moment to thank every single one of you who supports our company, every mobility scooter, every power wheelchair, every lift chair, and every accessory purchased from Mobility Direct helps us continue our mission of giving back. Over the years, we've had the privilege of surprising individuals and families with donated mobility equipment that truly changed their lives. Those moments remind us why we do what we do. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Your support allows us to help even more people regain their independence, and we can't wait to continue sharing those stories with all of you. Now let's enjoy the rest of our day at the aquarium.
It's hard to believe we've already spent several hours here at Mote Aquarium, between all the incredible exhibits, watching the sharks glide through the massive tanks, seeing the colorful reef fish, the mesmerizing jellyfish, and most importantly, watching Addie, Apollo, and Luna have an absolute blast together. I'd call today a huge success. And the best part? Neither Andrew nor I spent the day thinking about mobility. We weren't worrying about sore knees, or tired legs, or how far we still had to walk. Instead, we spent the day focused on exactly what we came here to do. Making memories with the people we love. That's exactly what these mobility devices are designed to do. Not define your life, but help you continue living it. Now before we wrap things up, here's the hidden message I promised you earlier. The best memories are the ones you don't have to sit out. If you caught it, let us know down in the comments. I always love seeing how many of you make it all the way to the end of these adventures. If you'd like to learn more about either of the mobility devices featured in today's video, we've created dedicated review videos for both of them. If you're interested in the Pride Go-Go Endurance, be sure to watch our complete review where we cover every feature, every specification, and our real-world ownership experience. We also put it through an extensive torture test so you can see exactly how it performs beyond smooth sidewalks. And if the Golden Cricket LT caught your attention, we've also produced a full in-depth review along with a torture test where we take one of the lightest folding power wheelchairs on the market across uneven terrain and other challenging conditions to see what it's truly capable of. We'll have links to all of those videos right here on the screen and down in the description below. Today wasn't really about the aquarium, it wasn't about the Go-Go Endurance, it wasn't about the Golden Cricket LT, it was about saying yes to another family adventure. It was about being there when the kids laughed, being there when they discovered something new, and being there to create memories that will last a lifetime. If a mobility device helps you spend one more day with the people you love, I'd say that's an investment worth making. Again, I'm Sergio with Mobility Direct. Thanks so much for joining us on today's adventure. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments. If mobility wasn't a limitation, where would your next family adventure take you? As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.